All right, so we are all in. Are we all ready to start this shit?
Yes, sir.
I do believe so.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Yes, Joe Sergeant.
So let's start it off with what the hell happened prior, because holy hell, y'all. So after you all had secured the crates, waiting for the transport to come through and pick your asses up from this hideout, also having lost one of your swoop bikes, you all got attacked by the Tuscans in the early morning. Having fended off the Tuscans in a weird charade of hilarity, by trying to pick people up and run out into the middle and get shot and then pick people up and just
Right. Who's down now?
Yeah, who's down now? Constant rigmarole. Eventually, you all fought them off, secured one of their weapons, and it's a little damaged, but can be repaired. Got picked up, headed back to Moshuda, and you all saw a curious sight. First, the Lambda shuttle comes overhead, and in the direction that you're headed, towards Moshuda. And then as you got a little bit closer to Moshuda, you saw a freighter, kind of a burnt orange, dark brown, you weren't sure which, looking like a YT 1300, takes off. Just absolute full throttle out of atmosphere. And it was like, huh, that's interesting. Then you guys finally returned back to Moshuda after about a couple of hours from where you were and started unloading the boxes, and it looked like Gamorreans were damaged. People were being questioned in the street. There were stormtroopers running around questioning folks, and eventually, offloading your bounty, offloading all the crates, you turn them in, get paid. You get your You get some critical injuries taken care of, some health kind of fixed and rested. And we were starting off the next day when you all wake up.
Oh boy.
And you all wake up to a very curious knock at the door, each and every single one of you.
Oh.
Okay.
As you hear the knock at the door in your respective areas, you see a Gamorrean basically hand you a communicator, has the communicator in his hand, lights it up, and then you see this long, lengthy creature, a moon, which is basically this large cranium head, long, lengthy sort of limbs, and you recognize him as the major domo for Teemo. And he's like, yes, please meet me in the lobby as soon as you possibly can. We need to discuss this as quickly as possible. Thank you. And then it closes down, and the Gamorrean looks at you and then walks away.
Wait.
And that's for each and every single one of you.
Did he leave us with the
You still have Datapad.
Did he leave us with that to talker? What is it called? Why did I?
Oh no, the communicator. No, the communicator was in the Gamorrean's hand, and he walks away with it. But you
Wait.
still have the datapad.
Oh, okay. I would like to keep going in that, but he wants us to go talk to him, so I'll head that way.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Yeah.
We can
So when I see Jabba there, I actually wanted to ask him if he got any information off the data. Were you able to crack it? Get any information off there? Crack any of the encoding?
Yes, actually.
So what was on there?
I was only able to get past the initial log on and finding out where they were hiding a lot of their I think it was the beginning process of where they were located, and that's about as far as I got. Oh, and one guy, that's what it was. One extra guy I remember finding.
Well, yeah, we gave him the datapad back, right? Or no?
No, I took it.
No, you still got it. Yeah, because it was nothing extra that we got if we turned it in with it. So I was like, all right, we'll keep it.
Yeah. So, but we gave it back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Show its character.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it with Koshi right now. So you guys meet in the lobby. You guys are discussing this, and then you do see that lengthy moon creature. Does everyone know what a moon looks like by chance?
No, I was trying to look it
Round,
up.
white pitch.
It's M-U-N, or sorry, M-U-U-N. If you look up just Star Wars species moon,
Moon.
see what I'm
Oh.
talking about.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha.
dude,
Yeah.
this dude has a huge forehead.
Yeah, the head is quite large, and he's dressed in rather modest clothing, and he looks pretty thin for even a moon, as would be typical already. He looks pretty thin for his species, but he wears kind of a little bit of a hat that kind of has like a little bit of a drapery around it, so that way it almost covers a good portion of the cranium. But he's got like a few rings on his hand. Dressed in like this purplish green situation, and says, yes, please come with me. It's good that you are all here. Teemo is very angry and very anxious, so please, right this way."
Ooh, that's
And he begins
Understandable.
to lead you to the throne room, which you guys have already been to before. You and Koshu and Mark, you guys know this area fairly well already. Having been here many times. Koshu, I mean, you're obviously used to the place, so you know he's leading you through these corridors to the throne room and eventually getting there. And as you pass by a lot of these other corridors, you see individuals being like grabbed and thrown into different rooms and being questioned and like, "Hey, what do you know?" Like people are getting berated a little bit as you guys walk by. So it's clearly hectic here. Making your way into the throne room, though, you do see Teemo sitting in the back on his platform, his little throne platform area, and he looks to be in conversation, and the moon just kind of puts his hand out and stops you guys, waits, and you guys are just standing in just the entrance portion of this. And you see him on a holo call right now with a rather interesting creature. Go ahead and give me let's see here. What kind of check am I looking for here? I always want to call it perception, but I can't remember if this one actually has it or not. Yeah, it is a perception check. Okay.
Yeah,
I've been
perception.
fucking around with too many game systems that have been calling it other things. So yeah, give me a perception check.
Any of us, or
Oh yeah. Anyone who wants to.
against any difficulty, or
This is going to be a 2 purple roll, just because what I'm looking for is a little ways off.
can I add 2 purple to what I got? Because it's really good.
Is it that good where you're just like, I need higher difficulty?
It's 4 success, 2 advantage. So kind of.
Damn. Oh,
yeah,
you
one
roll
hard.
in the 2 purple.
Re-roll in.
Yeah, add in the 2 purple here. Oh, Chungus. Damn, dude.
I know it.
What is
Yeah,
re-roll?
I'm
I
at
got one
suck.
success.
0 success, 1 advantage.
What was that, Malace? You got 1 success?
Yeah, one success.
Okay. What about you there, Hawks? I didn't see what you got.
one failure, 2 advantage.
Okay. So, unfortunately, none of you really saw it, but you can hear, like, for the ones that failed but have the advantages, which looks like all of you except for Ray, you all hear this kind of, like, high-pitched clicking noise that is not necessarily echoing through this place, but you can hear it from the origin of the holo communicator, where where Teemo's focus happens to be. But for you, Malace, you actually hear and see what the creature is. You can actually see what the creature is, and it looks like a Geonosian. This kind of bug sort of creature, very thin, big, bulbous eyes, hunched over, and has wings draping off of him. And he just seems to be in conversation back and forth, and the droid that's next to Teemo is kind of translating for both at the moment.
I kind of just like smack Tim in the chest a little bit and just kind of like point with my head, like in the direction is like I see is like, the hell?
But clearly, I'm gonna look the direction pointing.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all kind of looking in that area. You just can't really see that well, to that. Now, as you're
I'm
probably
going
the
to
only
take
one with
note.
What's that?
I'm just going to take note that he's actually observed something that, okay, I can't see it, but I'm acknowledging that he's got greater awareness of it.
Yeah. And it seems like, in all honesty, that the light's just messing with your eyes right now. Like, you just can't make out the form, but for whatever reason, Malleus can. And in about 5 minutes, the call shuts off, and then another one starts up almost immediately. And you'll particularly, Malleus, see that it's an individual that looks like a Weequay of some kind, dressed in rather loose-fitting, padded armor, with a kind of like a force pike and a blaster pistol at his side, and they seem to be back in conversation. And the major domo Vizon just kind of looks at you. I am so sorry. He's trying to take care of some business first before he gets to you. And then about 5 minutes later, that call shuts off, and he lets you.
Did I hear any bit of that call?
What you could hear was primarily in Huttese, which obviously you all do understand. A lot of it, from what you could tell, was find them, get the crew together, that kind of stuff. So obviously he's hiring somebody to find whoever this is, for whatever it is he's trying to do here. And then they let you through.
Okay.
As you approach in front of Teemo takes a drink really quickly, sets his glass down, and then Vizon, the major domo, just kind of says, mighty Teemo, here are the individuals you asked for. They are here, and they have returned with the crates. And Teemo, in his guttural, Huttese sort of sounding voice here, goes, perfect. So how have things transpired? Any issues getting the crates?
There were the people who were guarding them, were obviously still there. We had to dispatch them. We found a person with them that they had held captive, and then we were ambushed by sand people.
Mm-hmm.
The sand people.
That's right.
Damn Tuscan Raiders.
All of that did
Plus,
happen.
Sand people.
He seems very intrigued, and my men told me you had captured someone.
Yes,
Who was
we did.
this?
we turned him in.
He was a bounty hunter charge.
Do I still have like the hollow or anything that I got from? Do any of us still have the hollow that we got for the bounty on that?
You do, yes.
Yeah, I reach out and pull it up and just like, this is the individual.
And you've got the little puck basically, and it lights up, and he nods. Did you by chance find out why this happened? Who was he working for?
Not precisely, but
No.
we do have this that we can get into and find out who he was working for.
You show him the datapad?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks very intrigued at that point and says, good. Please do and let us know what you find out. I will be making sure you get paid here shortly. Right now we are tracking individuals that have just betrayed me, and we are
I was just
tracking
about to
them
ask
now.
that.
Can
So
I?
what exactly happened? Because we came here and we started seeing somebody speed right off into a ship. What's going on?
Well, a group of individuals that used to work in my palace blasted their way out of town, stole the freighter, and are now currently located on Ryloth. I have individuals tracking them down now and should hopefully kill them soon.
Interesting.
Ooh.
And kind of looks off to the side, then looks back at you. For now, I need you to focus in on this particular issue. Who's tampering with my shipments? This feels coordinated.
Of course.
We have any leads of sorts or anywhere to start?
Well, unfortunately, the shipment from Anchorhead is still missing. And the only leads I think would be in that Datapad. Hopefully.
Do you have any experts with encryption that you could send us to with the Datapad?
No experts, but I do have a workshop. Koshu knows it well.
I was just about to head over there after this.
Hey, did we make our light and dark roll?
Oh, I keep forgetting this stuff. Yes, we need to. Let's do that actually before we keep moving on here, because
We might need it.
you might. You very well might. Let me grab the dice here. Where did it go? Nope, that's the.
I always wonder how it works
There it is.
for Edge of the
Got
Empire.
a light
like,
side,
Got a light.
if we do light side stuff, does that help?
single light.
What's his name? I don't know.
No, it still works for you guys.
But who comes after us if we do too much light side stuff and it switches to dark side?
Guess you're gonna have to find that bit out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Kinda like
that's
Airsoft
Oh.
right?
That's a light side.
That is a light side.
I got another light side too.
Oh shoot. Mark,
Hey,
you can come over to.
Hey. Oh.
Right. You can either do it in the
Come on.
RPG sessions, or you can come right here, and
I'm having-
got a dice here.
Yep. Okay, got it.
And just hit R.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, you just hover over.
There it is.
You go.
Yep, got it. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Double light.
Double light, baby.
Oh,
Light side, baby.
still getting used to this
And,
technology.
And on double light, your missions are all a success. Have a nice evening.
Yeah. So you guys got 5 light side points to mess with right now.
Oh, we're sitting right.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna move this in a more easier to see sort of situation, because I feel like it gets forgotten about, if only slightly.
Oh, that's perfect. I like that.
I'll just set
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So whenever you guys want to use it, just come over here and flip the card by clicking F, and that'll be you using it. There you go.
Oh,
Easy
that's
enough.
freaking sick, man.
I know, right?
This thing is awesome.
I love Tabletop Simulator. I will sing its praises from here until I die at this point, because
If only I
can
could
play
connect
any
it with
game on
VR.
it. It's too good.
Monopoly. Let's go.
Totally can.
8 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're still at it. But anywho, so what do you guys now do with that?
Well, I'm gonna go to the start cracking code.
Sounds good. What about the rest of you?
I looked at Jax and like, hey, you think any new bounties may have come up due to this situation?
Yeah, read my mind. That's where I was going to go to.
All right.
So we're
Oh,
headed
how
over
much
to
money
the,
did we make?
So, you don't know yet because he hasn't gotten it to you, but
Oh, motherfucker.
said it should be soon.
I'm gonna go grab coffee 1 second.
Okay. All right, Mark, what about you? What are you up to, man?
Dude, so I am trying to navigate through RPG sessions. I apologize. I just wanted to see what kind of gear we had.
Yeah.
I know we had kind of like our base starting gear, and so I would just like to get, some rations, some basic like consumable items at the shop. So I'd like to head to. Is there just like a general store I'm trying to find?
There is. It is called Off-World Traders, which you would know fairly well, and it is right
Yep,
next to
perfect.
the cantina.
Awesome.
And if you look at the building right here, it does
Yeah.
say
Oh.
Off-World Traders. So
Perfect.
that is
Yeah.
the spot. Let's see.
Awesome.
Koshu, you're going to be staying in the castle there. or in the palace rather, doing your nerdy ass shit, you little comrade. And then the other two of you are gonna go to the bounty hunting office. Yes.
Yep.
All right. So let's start off with Mark here. Since
Roger
we need
that.
to get you some gear and things, what are you looking for as far as gear is concerned? Because right now you only have 50 credits to your name.
I know it. I want to walk into the store, you know, be positive, and just kind of get a general read off of the shopkeeper.
All right. So you're looking at a kind of grizzly old man, and you've seen him before. You've dealt with him before, so you've had a bit of a dealings with him, and you just know he's just a cranky old bastard that.
Okay.
It's not that he doesn't like what he does. He just.
Like a straight shooter type guy, like to the point,
Yeah, he's
like a red
either-
foreman.
Yeah, like either buy it or don't.
Okay, all right.
Like, that's kind of where he typically goes with. Like, he doesn't feel like he has to sell anything, but at the same time, like, because he knows people are going to be coming to him no matter what, anyways, because he's the only shop in town. So.
Okay.
But he's just an old man, human.
I have some rapport with this guy, right?
You do. You have some rapport with him, and that gives you a boost with any interactions with him. So whenever you do make any of these rolls, you'll do it with a boost die. And
Okay.
he looks at you, and he kind of seems less grumpy when you walk in, and he's like, Mark, how you doing, man?
How's it going, man? I just came in to check on you, see how you're doing. It's a long time no see.
Yeah, you all right? You look like you've been beat up a little bit.
It's been a long week, but I just wanted to come make sure you're here. I'm here with some people, and so I just want to let you know we're going to stop by later if you're going to be around.
Always around. Always around. Do
Perfect,
you need
man.
something in particular?
Yeah, I've been looking for some rope and some, like a tarp of some kind, if you have that.
Rope and a tarp. What are we trying to do here?
You never know what you're going to need out there.
That's fair. I was hoping for some kinky shit, but okay.
He pulls out a giant dildo. I got one of these.
Just wiggles it around.
Yeah, no. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is
Made
just
from bantha
like-
fat.
come in at a low level thing, right? There's no negotiations. Just, you know what I mean? Like to set the groundwork. So
Okay.
for our next task, right? We're not coming in cold and demanding all these things. Like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So rope and a tarp.
Yeah, just some small things. I'm kind of light on credits to him, like to tell him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
I gotcha.
so, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to set groundwork since this
He
is kind
looks-
of our main fob.
He looks around and he's like, "Yeah, I do have some rope. I do also have a couple of tarps.
Perfect.
What's the quantity you need? You just need one of each.
I just need one of each, buddy. I appreciate you. You're always here
Alright.
for us.
That's gonna be 10 credits.
Perfect. I'll give him 20. So
Give
I'll
him
have
20?
yeah, I'll give him 20.
All right, so you go down to 30 credits in your pocket.
Perfect. Roger that.
And he's like, "Oh, this is why I love dealing with you, Mark."
Let
And
me
then
know
he
if you need
throws in-
anything.
He throws in like a bottle of water and some rations on top of that. He's like, "Hey, here. I know it's tough
Appreciate
out
it,
there
man.
some days.
Thanks, man. I'll be on the lookout for anything interesting. I'll bring back for you.
Love it. Please do. If you
Perfect.
find
And then
anything in
Okay.
particular of like jewelry and stuff like that, I have a buyer in town right now, and if you find anything, of course, I'm just saying, I'll take that off
Perfect.
your hands."
right on, man. I appreciate it. I'll be in touch.
Then he waves at you as you walk out. All right, so then for my folks going to the bounty office, for Malleus and for Hawks, you enter in, same Aqualish standing outside underneath the tarp, waves you in as you show your credentials kind of thing, and head on in. And you can tell it's almost like there's nothing going on. You see some guys in the corner like playing with like dice of some kind, which you may or may not know the game. Depends on how versed your character would be in gambling. But then you see quite a few people that just are kind of waiting, as if like nothing's happening right now.
Is this the card game?
No, it's the dice.
Oh, the dice one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there's a dice game here.
Oh, okay.
So, Malleus and Hawks, what are you guys up to? What are y'all trying to do?
Go up to the reception, speak to
Okay.
the individual there, and basically ask if there's been really anything new that's been put in as far as bounties go since, like, how long ago did this incident happen that I can recall?
For the incident in Anchorhead?
Yeah.
For the Anchorhead shipment? So that happened about 4 days ago.
How about for, like, just recently when people sped off?
That would have been yesterday, round about midday.
I'm gonna ask for any new bounties or anything that came in since yesterday and 4 days ago.
Well, at present, or sorry, let me change the voice here, because it's a young man behind the counter. At present, we have quite a few things. It's just recently we've only got the one for, I guess, a group that just left here. Teemo put out a bounty on him. He's really trying to hire anybody and everybody on right now. And then we've got one in particular. I guess there's like local authorities in Anchorhead trying to uncover some sort of smuggling ring of some kind. It's not necessarily a bounty of sorts, but it's more of an investigation sort of work. Kind of depends on what you're into there. There is some stuff at Bestine though. Got a couple there. Just I don't know, what are you looking for exactly? Just within that time frame or anything at this point?
I look towards Jax. What do you think?
Who needs killed?
What's that?
That's my question. Who needs killed?
Who needs killed? Well, there is one currently at Bestine. I guess there's a individual that the Empire's looking for. And he's apparently went missing in Bestine and suspected to still be there, hiding out. So they're on the look for him. They've offered a reward for dead. There's another one that's somewhere in Mos Eisley, or around Mos Eisley. He, on the other hand, is definitely wanted by the Hutts. Jabba apparently put this one out on him. But that's all at least local. Are you also looking for off-planet?
Right now, the one in Mos Eisley, what's demanded for proof?
Oh, they definitely want the body. They want the body. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and log the one from Mos Eisley and see what get some more details. What what race is this? What any profession? Any places they commonly hang out? Do they normally base out of Mos Eisley? Do they just happen to be there right now? And are there any details on this besides this dude?
So what you have is now that you open up the actual contract, he appears to be a gambler and has found a way to he's found out the information on how they've been rigging a lot of these fathier races, and so they want him because they want to get their credits back basically, because he's just been winning big at all these different fathier tables, which is basically your horse racing, your galactic horse racing.
Oh.
Okay.
So he's a bit of a gambler. He is an Ishi Tib, which is basically these green individuals with eye stalks, and they've got this almost star feature to their face, but they're green-skinned, humanoid-looking, bipedal kind of situation.
What do you call that? It's how you spell it?
Ishi Tib. So ISCHI space TIB. Ishi Tib.
Perfect.
Actually, I've got one on the table now that I'm thinking about it. Let me grab them real quick. So
Think
that's
of-
what I'm talking.
No,
There we
probably
go.
not. I think something.
So he's gonna look like this right here, right at the
Ooh.
palace.
Oh.
So you see how like he's got those eye stalks, green skin there. That's
Like a
essentially
slug.
what he looks like.
Very enemy mind.
Yes. So yeah, but that's the issue, Tib. And
I'll take the
What's
one
the-
that. What's
what's
the
the,
one that the Empire is hunting?
the one that the Empire is hunting is this human, basically, that has broken into their compound and stolen something, and they want the Datapad retrieved, turned in, and the individual either brought in, if not killed. It's a dead or alive situation, but they want that Datapad back.
Is there a name?
The name, there's no name because they just have like a recording kind of situation. So they've basically, the picture that you see is not like a nice clear cut picture. It's a sort of weird shot after he has basically taken the Datapad out of the place, and they have him like walking away, and so you only see a little bit of his face, but you do get a bit of the clothing in terms of how he looks, which he's got some like almost like form-fitted clothing. Like it looks like it fits him extremely well, which a lot of individuals wear more loose clothing around here because it's so hot. So they maintain a little bit of that. Besides that, it's a little bit like this dark brown sort of clothing. Not necessarily a hood up or anything like that, but he's got a kind of a cowl of sorts. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's basically like a hat that covers most of the head, but you can still see the face. So yeah, and then he's got goggles on top. Looks to be a vibro knife as he's like walking away with the Datapad in hand. But yeah, so you don't get a whole lot from the hair or anything like that. But he looks to be like a younger dude, probably in his 30s, if not 40s.
Location of where this happened?
Bestine, so the capital of Tatooine.
Oh.
Well, capital according to the Empire.
All right.
So you got somebody who stole from the Empire and somebody that's basically gambling and knowing what the outcomes are in Mos Eisley, one in Bestine. And for the gambler, they're offering 1,000 credits for him. For the one in Bestine, they are offering basically 500 credits for him. But kind of depends on what you're looking for.
Is it dead or alive thing?
The one in Bestine is dead or alive. The gambler, on the other hand, is just straight up dead. Though if you bring him in alive, they're not going to say no to it.
All right.
So it just depends on which one you want to go with. But that's what you see. Anything else you're trying to do while you're in the office?
I'm gonna talk with Alex here, real quick. So given the two that we're looking at here, we're already working with the Hutts anyway. At least one of them, even if this Hutt is at odds with Jabba the Hutt, who actually wants this guy. Maybe he can ransom him off later. Let him know he's killed him, provide proof if we turn him into these guys. So, I mean, that's my bid. What do you think?
Sounds good. I'm just getting it just in case I just got this extra guy just in case we happen to come across. We could always use the extra credits. Speaking of, you get paid for the other job?
Yeah, you do. You got half.
What? How much was that?
I don't remember. It was half.
Oh, I think it was $1,000 because you guys give me 500.
That's right, because it's 2,500. So we split 1,000
Okay.
each and give you.
Let me
Yeah,
do-
that's right.
Yeah.
Good, cool.
Phew.
Just epic. All right, sweet deal. All right. Yeah, I just got this extra guy just in case.
I don't know. It was half.
I don't know.
All right. So, Mark, what are you doing after you are done with the off-world traders?
Dude, I am going to the cantina,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna hear what I can hear.
All right. What about you fellas from the bounty office? Where you headed?
Some of
No,
the
we
best
never
spot
really.
to get information is the cantina. What do you say?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm down.
You also head there. So now Koshu, let's get to you now, cause
Yes, sir.
you've got a data pad to hack into here and try and get some information from. So you get into the room, and it is set up with a work table in the middle, and it's got a bit of a computer terminal that's in the center of said table, and it allows for hookup to it, and so you can basically splay a lot out and be able to hook in, which is actually rather nice. Tools are on the sides of the walls there, with different cabinets and different parts in there, so you already know your way around here, so whatever you're looking for, you're going to be able to find it and start going to work, basically.
Perfect.
So how are you approaching this exactly? What are you trying to do here?
Well, I want to get as much information. You said all, if not, you said everything is locked down. So I want to try to either unlock folders one by one or try to find, probably the best way to do it, find an admin account on there that I can use to just unlock everything.
Gotcha. Okay. So how are you? Let's see. How are you going about this? Are you going to go straight into the data pad? Are you hooking up at all? Are you going to try and? Like,
I want to hook
how
up
are you
into
going
it. Yeah. So
Hook up.
I want
Okay.
to use the tools, like one of the computers I have. Before I do anything else, I want to duplicate this 1-to-1 if I can. I want to
How do you
have a
mean
different
duplicate
data
it? Like,
pad
oh, okay. I gotcha.
Oh,
with all the information on it, and I'm gonna be working on the second data pad
I gotcha.
to get everything.
So
big dog.
you're able to grab the second data pad, no problem. Get it hooked up.
Perfect.
Basically, you have it connected, both of them connected to the same terminal here, with that in the center. So you're able to basically move one, like you're just trying to copy the files over once you hack into it.
And not even that, the whole system is going to be
Oh,
duplicated over everything from this data pad to the next one. It's a mirroring, it's called. I
gotcha.
want to
Okay.
mirror the data pad.
So go ahead and give me a computer's check here.
Okay.
And I'll give you a boost for using the terminal. And what you're going to be doing here is this is primarily for the mirroring effect that you're trying to go for.
Okay. And what is the
The difficulty is going to
yes.
be 2 purple, 1 red.
Okay. Here we go. Can I flip this and make it a yellow for me?
I mean, yeah, I've got no issues with it. It's the group, though, that...
Okay. Oh.
Hey,
Alright, go
man,
ahead.
guys.
New you.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, buddy, send it.
So I upgraded one yellow to one green to a yellow, and then one purple to a red.
Yep.
2 success, 1 despair.
Oh shit.
It kind of evens it out though, so that's not terrible.
It's a despair. Ooh.
It's a despair. Okay.
It
So
blows up.
with this, you are successful in pulling this over. And after you do so this is going to take probably a good couple of hours here for you to finally get everything mirrored over to this data pad before you're even able to move forward. But upon completion of that, the original data pad locks down and then tries to send it over to the other data pad and basically trying to corrupt the data on the one that you just mirrored over.
Okay.
So give me one more computer's check here, because this is going to be the fight back against this damn thing.
Okay.
To try, I'm assuming you're going to try and sever that connection before that actually happens.
Correct.
Okay. So, let's see here. Are you going to just straight up pull the plug on it, or how are you going about this? Let me ask that question.
Yeah, actually, the pulling the plug would be the. If it's yeah, I'm gonna just fudge. Let me think.
5.
But it could go
4,
away. I'll
3,
try to stop it
2,
with a code. I'll try to stop it
1.
with a code, and if that doesn't work, I'll pull the plug.
All right, so give me a computer's check. This is gonna be at 3 purple.
3 purple, and that's it.
Let's
Or sorry,
get it,
3
buddy.
red. My bad. I meant 3 red. I'm having a day today.
Whoa.
3 red.
Oh
3
no!
red. And let's see how this goes.
Right. Well,
Let's see it.
3 success, 1 threat.
Oh, wow!
Okay.
Nah.
Well done.
Oh man, nice
So
job.
you take this in the form of strain. That threat comes in the form of strain.
Thank you.
But you do manage to halt it before it's able to do anything damaging to the datapad itself, and then able to unhook, and there you go. You have one completely mirrored over.
Great. And the other one's locked down.
The other one's locked down and not responding. If you test it out, like it's not responding at all.
Sweet. All right. Well, at least we have that one, I guess. I can start working on this and trying to find an administration account, and try to use that to unlock everything.
Hell yeah. So go ahead and walk us through how you're going to go about this.
So I'll have it plugged into my computer.
Okay.
I'll try to find open doors, also known as ports, on the on the datapad that I have, that's mirrored, to be able to see if there's a way to get in there to find out where the. What kind is it? Would this be more like Windows or Linux? If you had
Probably
to
more
say.
like Windows, in all honesty.
Windows? Okay. So that would be easy. I would just have to use the command prompt then to try to get the user accounts, and that's where the admin would be at. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to find out. Yeah, that way.
Sounds good.
That's making
so
sense.
then, go ahead and give me a computer's check. This will be with a boost die. Since you're using the assist of the computer, I'll give you another boost die for knowing what your plan is to actually go through this. It'll still be with the 1 red and 2 purples.
Easy enough. All right. As Ray would say, easy rollers. Oh wait, no, he
Hey.
didn't.
Rollers.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Let's
3
go,
success,
Ray.
1 advantage.
There you go. Wow.
There you
What
go.
nice.
Oh, it
All
works
right.
for you.
It works for him. Yeah, it's just you, man. The dice do not like you. All right, so you do get into the system, and actually allows you to start accessing all the files as if they had been
Oh.
unlocked. No problem.
Oh, perfect. I don't want to push it too far, but that's pretty much all I want to do. And maybe go into a file, see what's in there, just to
Okay.
check to make sure that the integrity is there first as well. That nothing got corrupted. I know I was able to pull it out earlier, but I just want to make sure that nothing's corrupted.
It looks like everything's intact. The only thing that looks corrupted would be the end of each of the messages of each of the files where there's the signature, like the from, you get
okay.
like a sent to, but you don't get a from, and that's the bit that's going to be difficult to figure out at that point. That's the only bit of it that seems corrupted, but the rest of it's all intact.
Perfect. I should be able to do some sort of hash value to get that from if I want to later, or unlock the other one. That'll be good for now. I guess I'll just go through and see if I see any names of people that look familiar, or where it was located based out of, because I know it was just north of here or east. Yeah, north of here is where they were attacking.
Yep.
Or
they
sending from?
attacked in a few places.
Yeah.
As far as where it was sent from, you don't really know where it was sent from, but you do see like Xorn is in here several times. The Trandoshan that you had turned in, you
Yeah.
see his name throughout this entire thing. This individual clearly knows Xorn, and Xorn probably knows this individual in some way, shape, or form. So, yeah, that's what you notice, at least with the skimming that you've been doing.
Okay.
And it seems
Might
more
not
like
know.
a boss sort of relationship. Like this individual sending to Xorn is in charge of Xorn in some way, shape, or form.
That makes sense.
But
Well-
that takes you a few hours to get through. Probably at least a good 3-4 hours to finally get to where you're at with it. Back to the fellas in the cantina now. You all actually meet up in the cantina. Mark, you're first to arrive, and then you see the other two come in just shortly after.
Yeah, so I'd like to grab, a nice drink and Malleus and Jax. Great to see you guys.
Hey.
How did things go where you were at the bounty office?
Not a lot of information, but we got like 2 new jobs that can possibly make us some money.
Right on, man. Pull up a chair.
And I do.
All right, so
Understand
then, you guys doing anything in particular? Or you
Have
guys just
conversation with the bartender.
You guys chatted for a while, and then I'm not sure how long you were there, but I'm gonna say probably after an hour.
I can barely
I started
hear you.
thinking, I used my
Anybody
stim
understand what
pack.
he's saying?
I'm not understanding what you're saying there, Tim. Sorry, man. Your mic's all fuckered.
Stupid fucker, Mike.
For some reason, we understood that.
Just stupid fucking.
Okay, let's try it again now. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Get it?
Yep.
Better.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Completely disregarding the progression of time, other than the fact that, given that it's probably been about an hour or so, or let's say that much time goes by, and old boy's still not there yet. I'm looking through my pack, realizing, hey, used up some supplies and all that. Is there any place to go buy stim packs in town?
Yes, that would actually be at Off-World Traders.
And then
Okay,
I'd be
and I
like,
wanna
hey, man, I got a buddy at Off-World Traders if you want to swing by and
Hey.
grab some.
Yeah, I want to go with you.
All right.
There you go.
Fuck the cantina. We're going to Off-World Traders. We need shit.
Perfect.
All right. You
Yes.
haul ahead
Perfect.
to Off-World Traders. No problem. You see, what do you call it? You see Bangara that's just off to the side. He's, super excited to see you guys. He's like, oh, hey. Still grumpy as hell, but, less grumpy. And pulls out the stim packs that you asked for. Is there anything else that you're wanting?
What about some frag grenades?
Frag grenades. All right.
Yeah.
I need explosives, man.
Yeah, I need things that go boom. What stuff you got that goes boom?
So let's see. So first off, let's get to the stim packs. The stim packs for a pack of 5 is going to be 25 each.
All right, easy money.
So
125
whoever wants to
is 5.
grab some, they totally can. Let's see here.
You say 125 for 5? Is that what you're?
No. 25. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me check the unit of issue here. Where did that shit go to? Yeah, we're gonna say it's a pack of 5 for 25 credits for the whole pack of 5.
Easy money.
Okay.
And I'll say that's because you're here with Mark right now.
Hell yeah.
I was going to say, dude, can I just run a charm check for funsies?
You can if you want to, just for the
I
for
do.
fuck's sake of it all.
Yeah.
Do it.
And then would it just be like an average check?
Yeah, I'd say an average check, just because of his grumpy nature, just in general. Two success, 2 advantage, and a fucking triumph, brother.
Dog, can we
Holy
get...
shit.
Hey, man, like these are my buddies. This is our first time here. I wanted to introduce you guys. I was hoping you could hook us up and, because we're about to go out again and,
Oh, are you guys doing a job for Teemo?
we're going to try.
All right,
I
well,
just finished one.
and okay, you guys brought the crates back. I heard about that. Okay, fantastic. So, yep, here's the stim packs. 25 for the pack of 5 there. No problem. However many you guys want, I've got plenty. For the frag grenades, I unfortunately don't have frag grenades, but what I do have, I've got this thermal detonator here.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
how much for
right.
that thermal detonator you got there, bud?
So typically, this sucker is going to be upwards of 5,000 credits.
Holy hell.
Holy cannoli.
But for you guys, because I want to hear the story when you use it, this is
Yes.
stipulation because I need to know how you end up using this shit. I'm going to give you this thing for a measly 1,000 credits.
Okay.
But I want that story. You got to come back and let me know how it works out.
I look to Jax. I'm like, think I can borrow 100 credits?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll take that, big boy.
And he sets it on the counter gingerly.
Gingerly because it's unstable.
Yeah, I mean, it's explosives after all. But yeah, he pulls that out of its box, sets it on the counter for you, grabs the credits from you. I mean, guys, I've got plenty of things. I got communication type items here. I've got even detection devices, some survival gear, tools. What anything else you want? What do you need?
Do you have any comm links?
Plenty. It's an older design, mind you. Their range isn't as good, but I can give you these comm links for just 25 credits each.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get 4.
Grab 4,
That'll
okay?
be on me.
So that's 100 credits right there.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna keep 2 and distribute 1 each to the other 2.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
That was a major problem on the last talk to
Yeah,
each
it
other.
was. And you can basically get them keyed in so that way they're able to communicate to each other, no problem. All right. All right. What else?
You
said
just let me
detection.
clean, man.
What's
What do you
that?
have in the way of detection?
Way of detection. So I've got a few things here. I've got some goggles. I've got some the hand scanners. You know, basically your little binoculars, pretty much. I got the macro and I've got the electro binoculars, depending on what you're looking for. I do also have. This just came in. I've got some surveillance tags.
Oh.
You can just clip it to somebody, and you're going to be able to track them wherever they go.
Ooh.
Oh. How much are those bad boys running?
Well, those are typically pretty high value, but
I figure.
because I was able to acquire these, I'll sell them to you at cost for 200 credits each.
Okay. That might be effective.
Hey, what's that called?
It's a surveillance tagger.
Oh, surveillance.
So essentially,
Is it like something you slip into their pocket, like as they're like at a cantina or whatever, like you slip into their pocket and then you get to see their location, or?
Pretty much. So let me
Is
read
it?
this to you. So these small, less than 3 centimeters across beacons are commonly placed on their target via darts or other surreptitious means. Let's see
Okay.
here. Once in place, they relay information. If I can talk today, goddamn, such as location, direction, and rate of movement to their user, making them invaluable as tracking an unwitting foe. So what you can do is you can basically key these bad boys into a datapad of sorts, so that way you can get all that information back.
What do we read that on? Get it back on what?
You would read that on your datapad, whatever you keyed it into. Basically, you could get all that information from them, and then you could track them using that datapad that's taking in that information.
I don't even think I have a data pad right now. Got a comm link.
I was gonna say you don't. You actually have a comlink though. But datapads are also something that can be purchased here. For a measly 75 credits.
Oh,
What a steal.
What a
that is great to
steal.
know.
Off-world traders, man. He's got almost everything.
Heck yeah.
Almost.
Things you need, not
Is there
the
any-
things you want.
I know it.
So you guys can add the
We'll
Datapad
have
if you
to-
want to for the 75
Okay.
credits. That's no problem. He's got 2
I'm-
sitting there available.
My pockets are
I'll
light,
take,
so
I'll take a Datapad.
All right.
Probably ought to have that.
So you buy them out. You got 2. Assuming you guys are trying to buy both, but subtract those 75 credits per if you want it. And then, yeah, what else? What else are you guys trying to do here? You still hanging out at Off-World Traders trying to buy stuff, or where you headed?
Actually, you know what? Give me one more set. You said there were 25. Give me one more set of the stim packs.
All right.
I look at him as like, what's the range of this bad boy?
What are you talking about? You talking about the surveillance tagger? Or you talking about the
The thermal detonator.
Oh, the thermal detonator. Yeah.
Never made one of these things go boom.
For accuracy, you're gonna want to be within short range. So let me actually get you the stats on this. I think I've got the card over here. Ein Moment bitte.
No problem.
Thermal detonator. There it is. I just love the name of that. It just sounds badass as hell. Thermal detonator. All right, I have it
Ooh.
next to the car. What do you call it? The Yep, you've got it right here.
Good God, the damage.
holy cow,
Yeah, baby.
Holy hell.
dude.
Yeah, thermal detonators are badass.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Just
they
dumb
will.
people.
They'll decimate for sure. So it's range light for your skill, short range, and this thing has blast 15, which means the initial target takes 20 damage, and then the targets around take 15 points of damage.
Damn.
Breach 1,
Dude.
vicious 4. This thing is ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
Can be set to detonate on impact or a delay of up to 3 rounds by using the built-in timer or with a dead man switch.
Okay.
One thing I'm worried about, guys, this is like out of character. One thing I'm reading on this description, we got to make sure that Jeremy doesn't have any ability to give us a red, because any what was that, a critical fail
Yep.
results
Oh,
in
no.
this weapon explodes prematurely and the wielder takes full damage.
Oh
Yep.
god.
I don't need that shit in my life.
Hence why I'm giving it to you, basically.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I want to see what happens. You know what I mean? I love the idea. But yeah, so there's the card. I can put it in your area.
Sick.
So let's see. Where's your red? There you go. Since you're the red player, right, Malleus?
Yeah.
It's just right there.
Hell yeah. Dear God.
It's beautiful stuff. Okay. What else? Where we at?
I do want to ask him if he knows of anywhere in town that does mods to weapons or armor.
Mods. Not that I'm aware of. You might be able to find somebody in Teemo's Palace, but the only modifications I know of would be to droids. We got somebody over in what do you call it? Landing Bay Arc that could kind of help you out with that one. He does droid parts and stuff like that, but outside of that, as weapons and armor, I don't know of anybody here.
Okay. That's fine.
Sick. Right on, man. I really appreciate you helping us out.
Yeah, of course. Come back, especially if you find something good.
Right on.
I need to refill this stock as you all have started to clear me out. If you
Perfect.
by chance make any friends over any of the other shops around the cities, let me know. And it's looking more at you there, Mark.
Yep. Ooh, definitely keep it in mind, man.
All right, Koshu, what are you up to now?
Well, now that I got the datapad, I want to keep them on me as all times,
Okay.
and I need to fix that slug thrower I got.
That you do.
Is there
you
a
do
smith
have-
or not a smith? Sorry.
You do have a spot where you can go to where a lot of the like the gladiator type stuff that goes on here in the palace. They've got a little area where there's like a workbench where they've got all the different weapons between blasters and actual like melee weapons, and everything gets kind of fixed up and used, modified, all that good stuff. They've got armor area, like they have a whole entire room.
That's where I'm going then. 100%.
Okay, so that's where you're headed. We'll fast track that a little bit here. So go ahead and give me a mechanics check to work on the weapon itself.
Mechanics and with a
This is going to be a 2 purple roll for its minor damage, with a
Average.
setback because you don't really do this too often.
Mhm.
Your skill isn't exactly in weaponry, but yeah. So let's go
Is there
see.
anyone in there that could assist with this?
There's no one currently. Most of the folks don't seem to be dedicated to the gladiator side of things here at the palace right now. Not since all this happened.
Okay.
So a lot of people are pretty much focusing in on, investigating and either grabbing ships and getting out and trying to find these guys, or they're working, other areas, trying to do more protection. Like you notice that Teemo has a lot more guards than typical. So.
Oh,
Makes sense after what happened and okay. Well, I'll just give it a shot.
All right.
2 success, 2 threat.
2 success, 2 threat. Okay. I'll say it looks mostly repaired in a sense, that you're able to get the barrel to not be as not crumpled, but not as straight as it was. It's now a little bit more straighter. It's not quite there yet, so it'll probably take somebody with a more practiced hand to do this, but you got it to a more serviceable state. So now it's not in its minor damage state. It's essentially no damage, but it's definitely scuffed and, it's not looking fantastic, but it's usable.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, fellas. Where you heading after this, actually, Koshu?
Well, I probably need to go find, stuff to buy. I gotta itching for some supplies.
Absolutely. Well, I'll say that on your way out, you actually meet the fellows as they're on their way to you.
Oh. Hello there, guys.
Koshu.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Nothing much, but I did unlock the datapad.
Oh, dude, nice.
Nice.
I know. I can read everything except who sent things.
Anything juicy?
Nothing.
Mm,
It doesn't even say where it came from, really. Or who it came from. Just Xorn is in there all the time.
Did you let Teemo know?
I have not yet, no.
Well, you didn't really read it, by the way. Like you were just
No,
kind of
I just skimmed through it.
Yeah.
But if you want to take a read at it and tell Teemu.
Yeah, sure. Hand it on over. See what we got.
All right, so do this, and then you have to this password, okay? Just in
Alright.
case it asks you, and then make
Enter
sure
your
do
PIN.
not click on this one because that'll reset the whole thing. Yeah, you're good to go.
It's okay. I'll just
For the
send them
sake
a
of,
remedy ticket.
for the sake of description, unless there's anything specific being looked for, after he's done, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it as well, and you'll have to describe whatever we see.
You
Your
cut
mic-
out there, bro.
Yeah, your mic did the fuckery again. Could you say that one more time?
Damn fuckery.
Heard that great.
Yep, that came in just clear.
Only cuss words.
Only
No, I was
all
saying-
cuss words.
For the sake of explanation, so you have to repeat it. When he gets done reading what's in the pad, I want to read what's in the pad.
Fair enough. So,
However,
hmm.
while he's reading what's in the pad, I want to let Koshu know, here you go, I got you a comm link.
Oh.
And I picked up some extra stim packs. These are, if you want this set of 5, it's 25 credits. I can sell them to you.
Yeah, actually, that's where I was heading to right now to buy some stimmies. 25
so-
it is.
Stimmies.
I'll give him the 25 credit, or wire him over the 25 credits.
Western
only have-
Hand
Union.
them the credits. That's no problem.
Okay. And do I know if there's anyone else around that would help? I mean, never mind. I think I should be good. For
Well,
now.
right now, you guys are kind of currently in the middle. Are you guys heading somewhere to do this, or
I'm gonna
You
head
guys-
back to the barracks.
They probably head back to the barracks. Yeah, I'm thinking same.
Okay.
You guys have any
But-
jobs from the bounty hunting office that you need to help with?
We got a couple. I know he picked up one. I picked up one.
Mm.
Mine's located in Besting.
And this one we're looking at most nicely for this one. So we'll see what the Huts want, and then
Yeah, let's go tell
get the gun for it.
let's go tell our boy Teemu.
I go over to Coach. I was like, by the way, if you ever need something to go boom, I got a nice little toy. And I show him just like little glints.
and you see the thermal detonator, what looks to be, and it's like, oh crap.
You ever
Ominous.
seen those go off? Those things are so fun. Good luck.
Now, Walt, how are we doing on time for you, man?
Maybe in like the next 15, I'll have to hop off, but I'm having a
Okay.
great time.
So, let me use the restroom real quick, and then we'll
Yeah.
get into the last bit of this, and then we'll end it.
Sick.
Sounds good.
Quick question:
Yo,
do we have anything to write with, like as characters?
I would say that you got your data pads now to like use to take notes in and like keep some of those files, unless you would specifically have the like pages of flimsy and something to write with at that point. Depends on what your character would want to use, but I'm not against it either way. I'm not gonna make you like pay credits to do this. You know you've got something.
I just want to take a rock and scratch, around the button on the thermal detonator, my username there. Night.
Nice. Okay, I'll be right
Oh,
back,
wait,
gentlemen.
what?
Sorry, just gotta use the restroom.
What do you do?
Around the button to activate the thermal detonator. I want to put my username there to say night. It's the night button.
Night.
I will say, I do have this ancient relic in my bag. If you would like if you would like it to write things on,
Right on
It-
things. Yeah.
and I pull out an ink in a quill.
Fucking feather like a quill, dude.
I would probably just use it to decorate the thermal detonator like a jinx bomb.
Here you are.
Out of character time, overarching, we're obviously heading to do this bounty for Teemu.
One of the yeah.
Okay.
We're just
So it's like,
preparing
I'm not quite
ourselves.
sure what we're looking for on the data pad, other than maybe associates of the Transocean.
Okay.
I do need to
I mean,
buy slugs. I just realized.
Slugs.
Yeah.
Go
For
ahead
my
and
slug
subtract
thrower.
out 100 credits for about 20 slugs.
20 slugs for the rifle.
Yes, for the rifle.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are reading through the data pad, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first file that you come upon, let's see here. You see one that you're not sure who it's from. That data's been corrupted and comes into like this weird hieroglyphic sort of script out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the hell is this? And it's just like a bunch of random ass symbols. Either designed to mask the from or just corrupted. You're not sure which. But you do see a symbol down at the bottom after you get through reading this, and what you get from this particular message that you first click on is basically an individual that is talking straight to Xorn, saying that basically he has large plans. Continue your operation to disrupt Teemo.
Ooh.
Anything you find, anything you nab, bring to me in Bestine.
Bestine.
And you see a symbol that is done in a circle, and then in the middle of that circle is another circle, and it seems like it's been halved in weird ways. I'll send you guys a picture of what I'm talking about. It feels familiar, but you're not quite sure. But yeah, that's the first one. Then you get into the second file that he has, and it's basically him tracking locations on where he can hide some of these things, and it's essentially a map with different locations on it, and little notes with that saying, okay, well, cache here, cache here, cache here. And so one of those locations is his hideout that he had, where he did most of the operations out of. And so he has one that's titled as Home. And you notice that's the location where you guys had basically ambushed them and taken the crates.
Okay.
You have another one that talks about essentially he's not happy with your progress. Make
Xorn.
more aggressive moves,
Oh.
or this will be your issue. And then you do see another one eventually, as you're continuing to read through all this. Now, mind you, it's a little bit more detailed in this aspect, but those are the meat of what you're getting from this. And the tone of that last one was obviously very much so talking down to Xorn. Now, this next one is probably more revealing, where this individual talks about somebody called the Phantom.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty.
And basically talks about how if he really wants to be included in this organization, he needs to Xorn needs to do more for the Phantom. Needs to show his commitment, and that he can be trusted.
Okay. Let me get this straight. So since we don't know who it's from, someone talking to the recipient of this pad, talking about wanting to be included in the Phantom Circle.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, this is an underground kind of thing that we need to break into, so to speak.
And this one again at the end of it says, "Don't." What was it? Where did that page go? Actually, don't contact me again until you have something real.
What? Okay.
Is there anything on there for like a way to contact?
That bit doesn't seem to be there. It looks like it was probably something already known. Maybe it was something that was back at the hideout. Maybe there's a communicator somewhere that they had. Whatever the case may be. But it looks like Bestine gets mentioned a few times.
I don't.
You good to head
You want to go ahead and tell Teemo all this? Teemo?
I was gonna say, yeah. Do you guys want to go talk to Teemo, or
We do have that the bounty in Bestine that we can do while we're there.
Totally can.
Yeah.
I'm
would,
gonna push towards Bestine.
Honestly, yeah, the guy I'm probably hunting might have ties to whoever this organization is because um, whoever I'm hunting down definitely doesn't look like the local populace. We're looking for an individual that has like fitted clothes, carries a vibro knife. Might stand
I
out.
do. Let's go.
Give me an underworld knowledge check, gentlemen.
All right.
Since you all are reading this, and you might know what that symbol is that
What,
you guys saw at the bottom.
What difficulty?
Difficulty.
This is going to be a hard difficulty. So just 3 purple. And you'll have 1 setback with this because of the fact that there's not a whole lot of context for this symbol.
Oof.
Just a straight fit. I got a failure and a. Actually, hold on. No. Is it? Yeah, a failure and 1. What's it called?
Threat.
Threat. Yeah. Thank you.
I got a failure and a triumph.
I love when that happens. And it looks like... Mark, what did you end up getting, man?
Hold on 1 second, buddy. I'm struggling here.
So let's see. Your knowledge of Underworld is going to be 2
I know.
yellow, 1
Hold on.
green. Oh, you
I'm
got
trying to get it to come up. Hold on.
it?
There we go. There we go. All right. What was the difficulty? My bad.
3 purple and 1 setback die. So 3 purple, 1
Oh,
black.
God. Black. All right, there we go. I got her now.
All right. Hey,
Oh,
a straight
nice.
success.
Oh. All right.
That's really, yeah.
And what did you get, Ray? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
A failure and a threat.
Failure and a threat. Okay. So most of you really
A
have
symbol.
no idea. Looking at it, you're like, I have not seen this before, or maybe you have, but you're just not recognizing it. It's like it feels like for you in particular, Koshu, it's like the word is on the tip of your tongue.
It's scratching at the back of my head.
Hit
Yeah.
the throat, dude.
It is. You recognize it, but you can't remember what it's called. You know it's for an organization, but you don't know
Do I?
what exactly.
Can I know the first letter of it?
Well,
It's like a tree or like a tongue or you know what I mean?
yeah, like it's a.
It's like a Slytherin.
It starts with a C, and you're like, I know it starts with a C, but what the hell is this? And then here comes Mark with he looks over. He's like, "What are you guys looking at?" Oh, that's Crimson Dawn. That's weird. That's a
Crimson Dawn.
And yeah, then you go, "Oh my god!"
That's it.
So you recognize that this is a Crimson Dawn symbol. And Mark, you do know that this is a criminal organization that is highly
Hell
secretive,
yeah.
that is very much so adept at covert action.
Okay.
And they do so to their own benefit always. Even when it seems like they're working with somebody, it is always to their benefit and only their benefit.
Really? So no mutual,
They
beneficial
don't do
things.
mutual shit. Like it seems like
Okay.
it, but it's
Yeah.
there's always a knife under that cloth. So
Interesting.
They're the foot.
That's. Oh my God, you're so right. Perfect.
So yeah, but
to
gentlemen,
know.
that is where we will end this particular session. With you having got all this information, I'm going to say that you guys probably are going to rest one more time because it's starting to get late in the day here as you guys have been kind of going through doing this stuff. So that will set us up, though, for the next session, which we'll have to hammer out when that's going to be, but overall, interesting
Perfect.
things have happened.
Everybody's got their supplies. We're fucking ready.
Yeah, restock. Still
Yep,
don't know what
we're
Teemo
restocked.
needs.
Weapons fixed if you had to do that.
And we all have comms links, remember, now, too, so that's sick.
We do.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, question to the group. Yeah, we want to report what we found to Teemo.
Oh yeah, we have to do that.
Oh
Yes.
Can we
Yes,
just say that we did that?
Yeah, you guys can say that. Yeah, we can just say that you guys did that. He says very interesting, like pursue this.
Yes.
And then he
Yeah.
gives you 1,000 credits each
Uh-huh.
for the job that you did for him for recovering those crates.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, now you're
Perfect.
all credited up and ready to go to Best Steam.